Hi there, it's Mrs. Johnston. I'm going to show you a story about Mona Lisa, The Secret of the Smile, which is about Leonardo da Vinci, the life of Leonardo da Vinci. It's kind of interesting. I think you'll like it. And just for fun, I have this guy here. His name is Leonardo da Chippy. It's hard to find the center. And he is very cute. He is a chipmunk who likes to dress up like Leonardo da Vinci in his free time. And he likes to paint stuff. So that's why we like to hang out together. Cool, huh? All right, here we go. Chippy, you sit there. This is Mona Lisa, The Secret of the Smile. See how fast I can get through this thing. This book was written by Letizia Galli. The most famous smile in the world belongs to the woman called Mona Lisa. 500 years ago, her mysterious smile was painted by Leonardo da Vinci, an artist who always looked for answers to the unanswerable. When Leonardo da Vinci was a little boy, he was full of curiosity. He invented strange riddles that made his friends laugh, and he asked questions that stunned his teachers. Why does water flow? He asked. Why do the birds fly? He challenged. Why can't plants walk? He demanded. The teachers' faces turned red. They had no idea how to respond. Patience, thought Leonardo. One day I will understand these mysterious things. One day, Leonardo's teacher said to the class, Today we practice handwriting. The students wrote very carefully. But when he saw Leonardo's paper, the teacher exclaimed, Leonardo, this is impossible to read. Nothing is impossible, Leonardo replied, and he held up a mirror. Now the writing could be read perfectly. Leonardo had written backward for the first time and would continue writing backward forever. Just for fun, imagine. Even after he grew up, Leonardo continued to amaze people. Rich people wore expensive clothes made of precious silk that trailed to the floor. They were very beautiful, but so uncomfortable. Leonardo had his tailor make him short, simple clothes in bright colors. People stared and wondered why he dressed so oddly. The truth, said Leonardo, with a secretive smile, is that these clothes are the most comfortable. Those are the ones I would pick too. People thought Leonardo was odd for other reasons too. Leonardo was a vegetarian, but he still went to the market and bought sparrows, pigeons, and quail. What does he do with them? Everyone wondered. Leonardo took the birds home and set them free. He watched them fly away and drew them, hoping to discover the secret of flight. Like the birds, Leonardo often took flight himself, moving from one place to another. He became an artist and began painting for a church outside the city where he lived, Florence. Soon Leonardo heard of an even greater project in Milan. He left the painting unfinished and moved to that city. The Duke of Milan, the city's ruler, wanted to build a statue of his father on horseback. It was to be the largest statue in the world. Only Leonardo was capable of discovering how to create such a masterpiece. But masterpieces are hard work. It took Leonardo years to figure out how to make the enormous sculpture, and even longer to find the right horse to use as a model. Although Leonardo did many studies of the horse, he never finished the statue. In fact, one reason Leonardo never finished the sculpture was because the Duke kept him so busy. When the Duke wanted celebrations for royal weddings, whom did he call? Leonardo, of course. Leonardo designed fantastic costumes, moving stages, and fireworks. Leonardo's festivals were the talk of Europe, and everyone wanted to attend them. Everyone also wanted Leonardo to paint their portraits. Leonardo made women appear young and beautiful. Hey, maybe he could paint me. But Leonardo wanted to do more than plan festivals and paint ladies of the court. He still had many questions, and he wrote them down, backward, of course. Leonardo da Vinci also wanted to invent things that would make everyday life more comfortable. He wanted to know how he could make warm water run from faucets and how people could swim without drowning. As Leonardo looked for answers to these amazing questions, his notebooks filled with drawings for inventions that looked like bicycles, helicopters, and parachutes, hundreds of years before they actually existed. But that was not all. Falling off my chair. Leonardo still studied birds, hoping to discover the secret of flight. He sketched and wrote backwards in his notebooks. One day he built a flying machine of canvas and wood that was... You're facing the wrong way. Read the book, squirrel. One day he built a flying machine of canvas and wood that was powered by one man. The man leapt from a tall tower, but the machine crashed, and the man in it was badly bumped and bruised. Said Leonardo. I will have to work on this. Leonardo had a lot of work to do in Milan. He had famous paintings to plan, the largest sculpture in the world to finish, and dozens of experiments to carry out. But when he heard that the city of Florence was looking for an artist to paint a huge battle scene on the largest wall of the biggest room in the greatest palace in the city, Leonardo went home. And when he arrived, Leonardo knew just how to create the painting. You'll need mobile scaffolding, a special glue to hold the colors, and a special stove to dry the glue and the colors he wrote. But suddenly, a terrible flood came, and the scaffolding, paints, and stove were swept away. Unfortunately, so was the painting of the great Battle of Anghiari. But Leonardo had already found his next challenge. What could it be? Dun, dun, dun. You know her. Leonardo had met a woman called Mona Lisa. She was very kind and had a magical smile. Enchanted, Leonardo began to mix his colors. What are you going to do, maestro? She asked. Leonardo studied her as he had studied the water, the wind, and the birds. I'm going to paint exactly what I see, he replied, mysteriously. He's looking mysterious. But then again, so is she. Leonardo had planned the world's largest sculpture. He had created the greatest festivals ever seen. He had worked toward inventions that were centuries ahead of his time. When he painted Mona Lisa's portrait, Leonardo did something that had never been done before. He painted what he saw. And by capturing the magical smile of Mona Lisa, he turned it into the most famous smile in the world. Smile, Mona. The end. Say goodbye, Mr. Chippy.